Hi, my name is naturally Triece of Your Black World Network, and today I'm interviewing a man who is the author of the book titled The Book on Learning Language. Language Learning, my apologies. 10 Reasons Why African Americans Need to Learn a Second Language. His name is Umar, and he's going to share his thoughts with us and give us some reasoning as to why it's important for us to learn a second language. So how are you doing today, Mr. Umar?
I'm doing wonderful. Assalamu alaikum to everybody.
Assalamu alaikum. I know that's right. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us first off. And do you mind just telling us a little bit about yourself, and also just kind of let us know, how many languages you speak and all that good stuff.
I am hip hop. So I'm an MC. I've put out records, long time, independent artist for years and years. And I toured with a lot of cats. I had a group, the Ground Zero Movement, years ago. And after the group disbanded and kind of the way the industry had went, I had to find a new lane. And I've always enjoyed other cultures, just the world. Yeah. And so I've always wanted to speak a second language. So I got my opportunity to learn Spanish recently, and I'm talking about 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I got the opportunity, I ran with it, and it's just been wonderful. It's been a wonderful experience. I speak right now. I speak Spanish, Portuguese. I'm level 1 intermediate Arabic. I also speak level 1 Haitian Creole. I have a working knowledge of Russian and Mandarin.
Well, dang, you are just doing it, right? All
Yeah.
right, I'm not mad at that at all. That's amazing. Okay, so why is it so important for Black America to learn a second language? Like, why do you feel like it's so important for us to know these things?
Well, for one, when my first question is always, if language wasn't important or a factor, why do we speak English?
That's a good question.
Okay, so now that we have lost our language, we say that often you hear, we lost our religion, we lost our names, we lost our language. We hear that, but I don't think we really understand the severity of losing our language has had on us, because now we have an English conquering mind frame with that English. For example, we know Americans, the vast majority, the dominant culture of America does not like speaking. They don't even want Spanish to be a second language naturally, as is Spanish should be.
Right.
Well, they have a problem with the French. They have a problem with you hear the jokes, the French jokes and the Canadian jokes and all that kind of stuff. We've adapted that attitude.
Right. Because
we are speaking their language. So we are in a English mind frame.
Okay.
So I think it's important on that front to help us get reconnected to our natural selves through language. 2, the job opportunities. There's a plethora of jobs that we can get these kids to actually have that are lacking, that need members. I'm an interpreter. Okay, I'm an interpreter and translator.
Okay.
This is a job that you don't see Black folk do.
No, definitely not.
I'm also an ESL teacher, English as a second language. These are jobs you don't see Black folk do.
Right.
But these are jobs that are wide open. So those are a couple of the reasons, and I lay out 10, but those are a couple of them.
Right.
Got to get out that English mind frame.
Right. Okay. So I know that you said that Spanish should be the second language, but are there any other languages that you feel like us as Black Americans should consider taking up or learning?
Yeah, when Spanish, of course. And think about, I'm going to answer your question, but think about Spanish, for example. We have Black Panamanians, we have Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Colombians that all speak Spanish. These are our brothers. These are our brothers and sisters. And we can't communicate with them. We can't do business with them because we mad at the Mexicans. I had an issue the other day on the bus, seriously, on the bus, where the brother was, and there was a miscommunication between the brother and the driver who happened to be Mexican. His English wasn't that good, but the brother just jumped on him like, yo, this Mexican man, I mean, just going off on him. So I had to intervene because I speak Spanish, and I had to tell the guy what the guy was saying, and it's just the miscommunication. But to answer your question, I think I might have missed the question because I veered off.
Well, you're fine. The question was, you said that Spanish should be a second language, but are there any other languages that you consider?
When I was younger, I used to think Swahili would be a good out of I would say three languages if we were to have a lingua franca. It would be Swahili, it would be Arabic, and it would be Haitian Creole. Okay. But I'm a little biased to Haitian Creole because I love Haiti. I love the history. I love what they did, and I call that my warrior tongue. So,
okay. Well, but yeah, Swahili. Creole, my eyes kind of lit up a little bit because I enjoy the culture. I enjoy learning about that culture. So.
Yeah, yeah, and those are our brothers.
Right, exactly.
They when they was going through the revolution, and when they made France sell the Louisiana Purchase to the United States, they allowed slaves to go to Haiti. So you have Haitians with American last names.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a little information. Okay, so. How do language and love intersect? How would you say that they intersect?
Okay. I wrote about this in the book, but just to make it brief, we have an issue with Black love, right? And I feel that we're limited because we can only speak to each other. So if you learn Spanish, you realize that you can find you a Cuban brother that'll love you down. There's this perception that no one in the world loves Black women. Yeah. That's not true. That's not true. Brazilian men love sisters. Okay, Cubans, Puerto Ricans love Black women, but we don't go anywhere. We don't speak their language. Right. And they love some women. So I think we're just limited. Okay. If you're in a relationship, why not explore each other and challenge each other to learn a second language? But definitely the language of love does have to do with expanding your horizons through language to meet all the other Black people in the world. Right. Them men will love y'all.
Okay. Well, Black ladies, if you're looking for a man, learn Spanish.
Yep, that's real. That's real.
Okay.
They Black like me and you.
What'd you say?
I said they Black like me and you.
Yeah, that's very true. That's true. Okay. So you already said that there are a lot of job opportunities, but how do you feel in other ways that language and money can intersect?
Well, you would be more inclined to learn about other currency. Okay. The Forex market. So you learn how to read their papers, what is going on in their economics. Maybe you would want to invest your dollars into the red Chinese dollar or into BRICS, if you are able to read what is going on in their language from their perspective of money, you can open up your international trade, your international possibilities,
Okay.
and not being so stuck on the dollar all the time.
Okay.
That Brazilian real, that Brazilian real is doing pretty good,
Right.
contrary to what you read on MSNBC Fox,
Okay. So, with that said, what do you believe is the future of language? Like, where do you think that this is gonna go?
I wrote the book to start a conversation for us to really take this serious. And I would say in less than a generation, if we get these babies started now, their world view. Look, so many of us are stuck. You see what's going on in Baltimore right now. You see what's going on in the hoods. A lot of these brothers and sisters, we can't even explore the thought of getting out of our neighborhood.
Absolutely.
But we speak English. Now, if you learn a second language, now you're opening yourself up to different foods. You're opening yourself up to different consciousness. You're seeing the world in a different way.
Right.
Your mind is now connected. Your synapses are shooting off differently, And so I think that would be the future of our youth getting, and even our elders getting and being very serious about getting our children to learn a second language. It's not a small thing. It's a very serious thing. So I think, to answer your question, the worldview will change.
So you think that the children, as they grow, they'll be more open-minded?
Absolutely. About the world. Absolutely. And that's where we're at now. We're at a time now where we have to start reconnecting to the world. We're so stuck in this English box, this English thought box, this cultural imperialistic box, because we can only speak one language. So when you expand your language, now you speak Spanish. Oh man, now I can go to Spain. I can go to Africa. I can speak with my peoples in Venezuela. Your whole world opens up. I can get that little Latina, whatever.
And you can learn, food, as you said, music,
Absolutely.
religion. It's so many
Absolutely.
different things. I totally agree with that. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Sister Patrice. Well, I was just going to say, take the Bible, for example. The Bible is written in Hebrew. So how do we really know what the Bible is saying?
Yeah.
If it's written in English and we know it's been twisted in that language. So if you really want to preach from the Bible, if you really want to study the Bible, you got to study it in its original language, in Hebrew.
All right. Okay.
So those are, and I don't want to get into all that because that's high stuff right there, but,
Oh, no, you're totally fine. This is a great conversation. Okay, well, that was pretty much all the questions that I have for you today, and that was very insightful, I will say. And, I do hope that people take this into consideration because you've actually opened my mind. Now I think I might learn Spanish, which I took Spanish in high school, but I wasn't very good at it. But I will ask
that's the other thing.
Wait, say?
Okay.
I will ask you.
No, I said that's the other thing.
How can
Go ahead.
How can your readers reach you for more information? Do you have an email, any information that you want to give so that people can reach out to you?
Yeah, they can reach me by email, william.salterii@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Facebook, Umar, UMAR, ALIMAL-JUNAID.
Okay, that was a mouthful, but hopefully y'all got it.
Right. That's why I had to spell it out.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Umar, for this.
Thank you.
For such an insightful insightful and intellectual interview. I really do appreciate it. And I
Thank
also
you.
want to thank our viewers, the Your Black World family, for checking out this interview. My name is Triece Johnson, and this is Mr.
Salute.
Umar. And thank you all for viewing, and we will see you all later.
Oh, real quick, you can also pick up the book at Amazon.com.
Amazon.com.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
All right.